The idea of flawlessness in cinema is often a superficial one, tied to an unchanging and idealized beauty, a graceful and predictable career path, and a persona that remains safely within the boundaries of audience expectation. To apply this limited definition to Charlize Theron is to completely miss the profound and powerful narrative of her artistic journey. Her career stands as a monumental argument for a different, more radical kind of perfection, one forged in the fires of transformation, both physical and emotional. Theron's flawlessness is not the static beauty of a marble statue, but the dynamic, terrifying, and awe-inspiring power of a force of nature. It is a perfection achieved through a fearless embrace of the ugly, the brutal, the complex, and the morally ambiguous. From a model whose stunning features initially typecast her to one of the most formidable and respected actors and producers of her generation, her path has been a deliberate and brilliant deconstruction of the very concept of the movie star, rebuilding it in her own image, an image that is constantly evolving, challenging, and utterly compelling. Charlize Theron's early career was undeniably shaped by a kind of classical, almost mythic beauty that made her an object of the camera's gaze. In films like The Devil's Advocate and 2 Days in the Valley, she was positioned as the quintessential femme fatale or the enchanting love interest, her physical presence often the primary characteristic noted by audiences and critics alike. For a lesser talent, this could have been a gilded cage, a lifelong sentence of playing variations on the same theme. However, even in these early roles, there were glimpses of a fierce intelligence and a simmering intensity that suggested a deeper ambition. She was not content to be merely decorative. The turning point, the moment she shattered the mold completely, was her Oscar-winning performance in Monster. This was not merely a transformation, it was an annihilation of her established image. She gained weight, wore prosthetic teeth, and submerged herself in the gritty, tragic reality of Aileen Wuornos. But the transformation was far more than skin-deep. Theron disappeared into the role, capturing Wuornos's raw, animalistic rage, her desperate vulnerability, and the profound brokenness that led to her violence. It was a performance devoid of vanity or glamour, a fearless plunge into the abyss of a human soul. This was not a calculated career move for acclaim. It was an artistic statement of intent. It declared that Theron's flawlessness would not be found in maintaining her beauty, but in her willingness to dismantle it completely in service of a brutal, uncomfortable truth. This role redefined her, establishing a new paradigm where her beauty was not her primary asset but merely one tool in a vast and formidable arsenal. This commitment to radical transformation became a defining motif of her career, but always in service of the story, never as a mere gimmick. In Tully, she underwent a physical change again, gaining weight to portray the exhausting, unglamorous reality of motherhood and postpartum depression. Her body language was heavy with fatigue, her face etched with the quiet despair of a woman losing herself in the demands of her family. It was a performance of subtle, profound humanity that resonated deeply with anyone who has experienced the isolating nature of early parenthood. Conversely, in Mad Max, Fury Road, her transformation was into a figure of iconic, hardened strength. As Imperator Furiosa, she shaved her head and caked herself in grime, her body becoming a weapon of pure, relentless will. With a mechanical arm and a gaze of fiery determination, she commanded the screen with a physicality that was both brutal and balletic. She was not a sexualized object in a dystopian wasteland. She was its moral compass and its most formidable warrior. Each of these transformations was flawless in its execution because each was underpinned by a complete emotional and psychological commitment. Theron does not just look the part, she becomes it, inhabiting the character's physicality so completely that the actor vanishes, leaving only the raw, compelling person on screen. Beyond her physical dedication, Theron's flawlessness is evident in her masterful control of tone and genre. She possesses a rare ability to pivot from high-octane action to sharp-witted comedy to intimate drama with seamless credibility. This versatility is a testament to her impeccable technical skill and her keen intelligence as a performer. In the action genre, she has redefined the female action hero. As Furiosa, and later as the cunning and ruthless MI6 agent in Atomic Blonde and the powerful warrior queen in The Old Guard, she brings a palpable sense of weight and consequence to her fight scenes. She performs her own stunts, and every punch, kick, and gunshot feels earned and real. There is no CGI-assisted lightness to her action. It is gritty, exhausting, and brutally efficient. Yet, this same actor can deliver a comedic performance of exquisite timing and wit. In Young Adult, she played a deliciously narcissistic and pathetic writer, her character's flaws mined for both cringe-inducing drama and sharp satire. Her delivery of a line, the way she uses her beauty as a shield of entitlement, is flawlessly observed and hilarious. This chameleonic ability to move between extremes without ever losing her grounding in emotional truth is a hallmark of a truly great actor, one who is in complete command of her instrument. A crucial and often overlooked aspect of Charlize Theron's flawless career is her role as a producer through her company, Denver and Delilah Productions. This move was not a mere vanity label but a strategic and powerful assertion of control over her narrative and the narratives of other women. She has used her influence to champion complex, difficult, and powerful roles for women, often creating opportunities that the traditional studio system would not. Films like Monster, A